Thank you everyone for taking the time to tune in today. Today's episode of the Topping Show is proudly sponsored by Topping Technologies. Topping Technologies is an IT value-added reseller and services company with a special proficiency in IT security. Heck, I see their founder at least twice a day. Guy says quite handsome and brilliant. He's me, see that's the joke. If you're an IT leader or business owner, you can reach out to the team at sales@toppingtechnologies.com. Also, trying to get to 4,000 subscribers by the end of the month. So if you can click that button and tell your friends, I would greatly appreciate it. Now, going over to the business part of the podcast, you have CrowdStrike Q2 results are in, and they are doing pretty darn good despite that outage, which, while we did not have the Y2K outage we all thought we were going to have growing up, well, CrowdStrike kind of created their own when they caused, what was it, about 50 to $60 billion of lost revenue for Fortune 400 companies who are utilizing the product. Yeah, it was one of the biggest outages ever, but even despite that, their sales went up and their stock price has been recovering pretty darn good. It crashed around $220 per share. It was around like $350 per share back earlier this year, and it's starting to make a slight recovery. Going down to good old LinkedIn, they say, quote, CrowdStrike has cut its full-year outlook following last month's global outage caused by a flawed update to the cybersecurity software maker. The update crashed millions of computers using Windows on July 19th, precipitating the cancellation of delays of thousands of flights and other disruptions. They also face lawsuits from shareholders, travelers, and Delta Airlines. Delta Airlines expected they had their full revenue of 3.89 compared to 3.9 billion. Wow. They say, quote, the reduction of reflects the subscriptions impact of 30 million each quarter. Company forked about they forked out about 60 million in customer incentives, which is pretty crazy. Now, that being said, revenue rose 32% from a year earlier. Wow. So this fiscal quarter, they got $963.3 million in sales, which is phenomenal. Also, good time to be a CrowdStrike partner, such as Topping Technologies. If you need CrowdStrike, let us know in the comments below. Or probably be smart for security reasons, just reach us at sales@toppingtechnologies.com. That'd be a more prudent thing to do. Now, it's even more impressive because they forecasted the sales of a mere, they say a mere, but again, it's still phenomenally great. They are forecasting sales of 959 million, but again, they came in at 963.9 million in revenue. Again, that's revenue, not profit. Now going to the funnel infographic by, again, this is George Kurtz. He's the founder over there. This is a quote. Wow, that's pretty impressive. It's like a CrowdStrike Q2 at a glance. Strong results demonstrate platform consolidation continues. Which again, that's, if you're not an IT, got to the point where a lot of these cybersecurity companies do darn near everything. It's not, they don't just do one thing like the endpoint. Now they're taking it to the cloud. Now they have a SIM solution, or basically a solution to manage all the logs, or basically aggregate all the different data points and help the company keep track of, what kind of vulnerabilities might be happening, what kind of outliers might be a red flag for security vulnerability or malicious actor. They take care of darn near everything these days. So it looks like they're ending ARR at 3.86 billion, which is 32% increase year over year. Net new ARR is $218 million, which again, that's a new ARR, that's new annual recurring revenue. More often than not, enterprise subscriptions like CrowdStrike, they usually sell the subscriptions to businesses in 1, 2, and 3 year renewals. So it'll be like a 3-year deal with an annual payment plan. So yeah, when they say ARR is annual recurring revenue, they know that operating margin is 24%. Jeez Louise, that's even better than I thought. Of 2% points year over year. Free cash flow, 272 million, increase of 44% year over year. So they are doing pretty darn good, even though, again, they had that record outage, which did cost them some sales, don't get me wrong. But pretty darn good news about CrowdStrike. Again, they're still industry leader. I still suspect to this day, and this is kind of what I tell clients too, if this was an incident in which CrowdStrike was hacked, or if it was a security-related incident, then I think you see a lot more people moving away from CrowdStrike to other enterprise solutions like SentinelOne, and even some people who are going all in with Microsoft, having like Windows Defender, Microsoft Defender, or whether they rebrand it with their terrible marketing cliches these days. But again, because it was an outage, again, still not great, still terrible, still cost billions of dollars. Because it wasn't security related, I think that's the saving grace of why we don't see as many clients moving away from CrowdStrike to competition. But let me know in the comments, were you affected by the CrowdStrike outage? Do you use it at your place of employment? Well, don't say your employer's name, of course, but what's your reaction to the product? And do you think they'll continue to have this just really impressive growth rate throughout the next couple of quarters? Let me know in the comments. As always, be fascinated to hear what you have to say. Thank you everyone for taking the time to tune in. Again, trying to get to 4,000 subscribers by the end of the month. So if you can click that button, I greatly appreciate it. Also, give me a thumbs up, thumbs down, or comment. It's a great way to give me some additional feedback, letting me know how I can make the show better and better. Lastly, don't forget to take time to tell your family, tell your friends, tell your coworkers, heck, tell your enemies, tell anyone and everyone. Just stay safe, fight the good fight.